Naples, Napoli, is a city of surprises and contrasts. It has a character and life unique even by Italian standards. Its layout is complex and disorderly, and it's easy to get lost. In many ways, Naples is considered the poor relation to the rest of Italy, yet it has much to offer, and the majority of its people are cheerful and welcoming, even if their behavior can be erratic, especially on the roads. In contrast, the countryside surrounding Naples is full of surprising variety. In this short film, we'll be giving you a brief insight into what's in store for you on your arrival in Naples, looking at the arrival process and some of the amenities in and around the base. It's not a travelogue. It will be for you to experience for yourself at first hand the Italian way of life and the distinctive Neapolitan culture in all its extremes. You'll be joining one of the multinational NATO headquarters units, all of which lie within a short distance of each other at the northwestern corner of the Bay of Naples. The NATO headquarters of Allied Forces Southern Europe, AvSouth, the largest of the sites, is located at Bagnoli, on the western edge of Naples. Commander Naval Forces Southern Region, Comnav South, is sited nearby on the island of Nisida, which is reached by road along a narrow causeway. Further afield, the small communications receiver site is located at Lago Patria. If you can, you should drive to Naples if you have a suitable car and feel up to the journey. The trip is about 1,200 miles direct from the Channel ports to Naples, plus distance in the UK. There are many route options and it can be fun to holiday through Europe on the way. Motorways virtually link Calais to Naples, but remember that tolls are payable on the French autoroute and Italian autostradas. A single payment is required if you enter Switzerland. Bear in mind that you'll need to live off your baggage throughout your journey and on arrival. Remember, you require green card cover. Apply in plenty of time for passports for everyone in your family. They can be obtained through your unit at Crown expense. Travel by air is simple. There are 3 direct flights daily from London Gatwick to Naples Capodichino Airport throughout the year. Arrange your flight through the JSTC in London. Service authorities have been advised that where possible they should avoid sending personnel to Naples during the peak holiday season, August, when virtually all of the city shuts down. Your first 2 weeks will be challenging, hectic, and extremely tiring. You'll normally be met on arrival by your sponsor, with whom you'll have already been communicating in the months leading up to your departure. All married accompanied families and unaccompanied officers and senior NCOs are initially placed in furnished apartments in the suburb of Lago Patria for the first 14 days, while permanent accommodation is being sought. Both male and female junior ranks live in good quality quarters situated on the AvSouth base itself. Where possible, leading hands and corporals have single rooms. Kitchen and laundry facilities are available on all floors within the accommodation block. Junior ranks receive special messing allowances to purchase meals at the various facilities on the base or local restaurants. Normally, the day following arrival, you'll start your joining routine with a visit to the Tri-Service UK National Support Unit located at AvSouth. Those of you who are looking for accommodation will be introduced by your sponsor to the Families Officer, FAMO, who deals with welfare and housing matters.
Right. Now the most important factor for a happy tour is finding a house.
He'll brief you on all the issues that you'll need to know about before you embark on house hunting, and he'll update you on the arrangements that will have been made for you to view property through a local estate agent.
In that there's no glossy photographs. You'll sit in the back of a car and you go and look at a lot of properties. What we've done is we've composed a housing checklist so that you are aware of some of the peculiarities of Italian houses. This list is very comprehensive. It contains everything about the house, also the security, okay, and some very useful pointers. Ideally, you want to be in close proximity to other houses and possibly to other Brits. Your sponsor will be with you all the way. He will be in the car with you. He will be coming into all the houses with you because he's been through exactly what you're going to venture on this afternoon.
Queries regarding your transfer allowances or annual leave can be addressed to staff at the 3 single-service desks.
You only used 7 days last year when you leave, so because you was in the middle when they changed the goalposts.
Once your family come out, you'll go from £5.97 up to £17.30.
There are no married quarters, so everyone lives in privately rented accommodation, paid for with your overseas rent allowance. There's a wide range of housing available: villas, which may be houses or bungalows, semi-detached or detached, and apartments. Houses are usually grouped together in small estates called parco. The parco are often entirely enclosed by a security fence with controlled entry, as are some individual houses. Many houses have large basement areas for parking cars and storage. A few houses have a swimming pool.
Good afternoon, Beverly. Ciao, Dan. I'm Tony Ardino. Nice to meet you. I will be taking you
Finding a new home is an exciting but often frustrating process which requires a good sense of humour.
I will show you about 3 or 4 houses. This is the first house we're going to see it. If you look around, it's a nice neighborhood. It's a mix of American, Italian, of course, British. And by the end of your tour, you might speak a little bit Italian. I mean, you know, find something like that. But this is typical Italian. It's nice house. If you'd like to come in, please. That way we'll, please, lady first. Grazie. Come on, it's okay. If you're not happy, it's not happy. You know, women work. You gotta stay home and you gotta find what you like. All right, we're gonna go to the next one again. But if you wanna go back to the other one, I will take it as. I have no problem with that.
With few exceptions, the only distinguishable rooms in Italian houses are kitchens and bathrooms, open-plan layout being the predominant style. All furnishings, including tables, chairs, beds and wardrobes, as well as kitchen appliances, will be provided on your arrival. There's a Furniture Grant and Loan Scheme, FGL, which is designed to help you furnish your new home. Detailed information on this scheme will be sent to you prior to your arrival. Bring your UK television and video recorder with you because there are many television services and satellite reception is generally good. There's also a popular American radio station.
Right, Al, I've seen you found a house. How many bedrooms is it?
Once suitable accommodation has been identified, advice on house security and the formalities of leasing can be obtained from the housing officer and the support unit. The office can also advise on other matters, such as electrical and water supplies and telephone contracts.
To be able to get in, and it's on a dead-end street, so the only people who go there are the people that live there.
The British Forces School, the playgroup, the creche and the hive are located at Lago Patria, a small suburb approximately 20 kilometres north of the AV South base. Consequently, some 2/3 of the British community live there. Most children travel to school by privately hired bus. Families with school-aged children should consider finding a house near to the bus route. Registration of children starts with notification to the school of the impending posting by the parent concerned or by the sponsor. The school will then send a school information booklet.
Yes, as soon as they arrive in Naples, they would come meet the head teacher. So if you could make them an appointment, that would be lovely. Okay.
On arrival in Naples, an appointment should be made through the school secretary to fill in the registration forms. The child may, if so desired, start schooling immediately.
Do you remember some colours in Italian? Let's try.
The British Forces School in Naples is run along the lines of any school in the UK.
Papa, say that. Papa. Mama. Mama.
The school teaches to the national curriculum whilst also making good use of the local environment.
The City of London, where all the big banks and financial companies are.
At any one time, there are up to 85 pupils with 5 teaching staff. Teacher-to-pupil ratio is low, and parents can be happy in the knowledge that their children will be educated in an environment which is on a par with the best of primary education in the UK.
Well done.
Press on the file. Where'd you go down to?
Paper.
The school is well resourced with computers in each classroom and in the well-stocked library. All children need to bring a packed lunch to school each day since there are no school dinners provided. After school, the premises become the focal point for a number of activities for parents and children alike. Evening classes and social events run throughout the week. As a valuable part of the welfare support services in Naples, a hive was established in Lago Patria in 1992, occupying its present larger premises in 1996. For those unfamiliar with the concept, the Help Information Volunteer Exchange is run by wives for wives and is an information and advice centre as well as a focal point for many community activities. The hive is open 5 mornings a week throughout the year and is located in a large house next to the British Forces School. The greater part of the premises is given over to preschool activities. The Teddy Tots creche, which takes up to 20 children aged up to 2.5 years, is run in the basement on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday mornings. Subject to demand, a mother and toddler group operates throughout the winter months. Older children are made welcome at the well-appointed Busy Bees playgroup located upstairs. Up to 30 children are supervised by fully trained and qualified staff. The playgroup works closely with the adjacent British Forces School in providing social skills, creativity and early maths and language skills under SAFA and Preschool Learning Alliance guidelines. Newly arrived parents are often surprised at the high-quality environment these two facilities offer.
Okay. Yes, I think that might well be a cold sore.
The doctor from the British Forces Clinic at Av South runs a daily clinic at the hive every morning except Thursdays. This arrangement provides rapid and easy access to medical facilities for families living in and around Lago Patria and remote from the base. There's a unisex hairdressing salon which opens on Tuesdays and Fridays. The salon also provides a home visit service. Most UK personnel work on the Av South base at Bagnoli, and although it's not very big, it has a number of important facilities and amenities. The British Forces Clinic on the base provides a primary care facility for all UK service personnel and their dependents serving in Naples.
His right ear seems to have been bothering him. He's been pulling at it a lot. So, and he's been really miserable and crying. So
the well-equipped, air-conditioned practice is staffed by a Royal Navy general practitioner, a midwife and a medical assistant who acts as the practice manager. There's also a visiting dental service. The clinic offers shared maternity care in conjunction with the nearby US Naval Hospital where deliveries take place. The services provided by the clinic are the same as you'd expect from a general practice in the UK.
Should we ever listen to your baby brother, Jamie?
There's a well-woman clinic and mammography and minor surgery can be undertaken. Please note that the British Clinic does not provide care for visiting friends or relatives. They are strongly advised to be in possession of the Form E111, which certifies entitlement to medical care in European community countries, and take out suitable personal health insurance cover. The British Forces Post Office provides mail collection and delivery between Naples and the UK at standard UK postal rates.
Hi, can I have book of stamps, please?
Gyro banking services are available at the post office for cashing UK cheques or depositing lira into your UK account.
And what about you?
The focal point for service personnel and dependents alike is the UK Community Centre, located next to the Singles Block. It houses a number of facilities, including a large lounge and dining area and an adult education room. Throughout the working day, it serves as a popular meeting place where people can pop in for a tea or coffee or enjoy a snack lunch. Thursday is the day when many of the other nationals are drawn to the centre for the fish and chip lunch, which has established itself as something of a local tradition. The adult education room in the centre is used for a variety of day and evening classes. Apart from the popular free Italian lessons, there are a number of GCSE courses, and it's possible to sit open university examinations. There's also a wealth of additional material on display, including resettlement information. The community centre also houses a small book and videotape lending library. Since Italy is a member of the European Community, dependents seeking employment do not require a work permit. However, it is very difficult to obtain work in Naples because of the large number of unemployed Italians. Jobs are available in the NATO community, but are taken up very quickly. Some which do occasionally become available are for teachers, teachers' assistants, bus monitors and dinner ladies at the British School, kitchen and bar staff in the community centre and play school workers at the Busy Bees Play School. Less frequent are positions for qualified teachers and teacher assistants at the International School on the AF South base. Vacancies for jobs are advertised in the British Bulletin, which is distributed once a week. On the AF South base, close to the UK support unit, there are a number of useful shopping facilities. Beneath the UK support unit itself, the British store, with English-speaking staff, stocks many familiar household items, as well as duty-free goods and selected local foodstuffs. Sports, audiovisual equipment, furniture and a variety of luxury goods at duty-free prices can be purchased elsewhere on the base. Charming glassware and jewellery are just some of the wide range of goods that can be purchased in a number of specialist shops housed in a mini-mall, replete with its own cafe, where just about everyone pops in for a fresh cappuccino, Italian style. Further afield, shopping in Naples and the surrounding area can be a most enjoyable experience. All kinds of shopping are available to suit every taste and budget. Markets occur regularly in most areas and sell everything from fruit and vegetables to clothing and household goods. It's a marvellous opportunity to sample a vast range of fresh produce as well as the numerous regional specialities. All UK personnel living in Italy are subject to Italian law and come under Italian jurisdiction for offences committed in the country. One very big difference between the UK and Italy is the attitude of the police. All Italian police carry loaded weapons and therefore should be obeyed at once and spoken to courteously. Naples is similar to any major city in the world with regard to crime. Car theft and theft from houses is unfortunately commonplace and all normal precautions should be taken. There are a variety of churches in the vicinity, including one on the base at Bagnoli. Members of the Church of England and the Episcopal Church of the United States of America are welcome at the Christ Church located in Via San Pasquale in the centre of Naples. There, a resident British officiating chaplain conducts services in English for the local resident Anglican British community, the military and their families. Of course, as a Roman Catholic country, Italy has thousands of Catholic churches. Worship may be undertaken in all manner of buildings, from the plain through to the most elaborate. Some families will want to bring their pets to Italy, but it's important to note that quarantine regulations will apply on their return to the UK. Make sure you budget accordingly before departure. It can be expensive. Stray animals are common, and there's always an abundance of dogs and cats looking for a home. There's a great choice of sporting opportunities on hand, a number of which are coordinated by a Royal Navy physical trainer who has an office located in the British Community Centre at Avsouth. From January to May, the British play in the NATO Soccer League. The base itself has a sports field with a running track around the perimeter. There's a sports gymnasium, 2 tennis courts and 2 racquetball courts. A bowling alley is open from October to April. And for the really energetic, of course, there's always the aerobics class. An outdoor swimming pool is open from June to September, although many take advantage of pools in local hotels, at Lago Patria, for example, which are open to members of the public for a small charge. The NATO Naples Yacht Club is based at Nisida alongside Navsouth itself. The club is open to all service personnel and their families. One of the islands off the coast makes an ideal destination for a day out. Navsouth also has its own tennis and volleyball courts, just 2 minutes from the office. Within the confines of the receiver site at Lago Patria is a large area set aside for recreational activities. It's very adaptable and can be transformed into either a rugby, soccer, hockey or cricket pitch very quickly. The Italian climate is ideal for staging a Sevens cricket league each year. The NATO Lions Rugby Club is very well supported by the British community, with training for both the Lions and the Cubs. A children's play area is just 200 yards from the pitch and is a popular venue. In the unlikely setting of the inside of an extinct volcano at Carney Park is a 9-hole par 35 golf course run by the Americans. Open all year, family or individual membership is very reasonably priced in comparison to the UK, and the location makes a tranquil change from the hectic life of Naples. You may be surprised to learn that in the winter months, within a 3-hour drive of Naples, there are a number of excellent ski resorts, such as Campitello and Roccaraso. Naples has an intricate network of relatively cheap public transport. City and suburban buses are inexpensive, though somewhat unpredictable. The Metropolitana, a suburban railway similar to London's Metropolitan line, runs from Pozzuoli to Naples Central Station. It passes close to the base and is a useful method of travelling into Naples. Italy is served by an extensive rail network, and there are 2 major train stations in Naples. Driving in Italy, but particularly Naples, is an experience for which there can be no adequate preparation. Neapolitans are good drivers, but with no road sense. The best advice that can be given to any newcomer is that driving in Naples requires absolute concentration on your part. Potholes abound on many smaller roads, and road marking and lighting are almost non-existent. However, the motorways in Naples and throughout Italy are first class and provide an excellent opportunity for touring. Naples is ideally placed to see and experience so much. Numerous ferries and hydrofoils operate from Naples to the beautiful Italian islands of Capri and Ischia. Some companies operate cruises to destinations the length and breadth of the Mediterranean. But the major advantage of serving in Naples is the opportunity to tour Italy itself, learn something of its language, history and culture, and to meet people of other nationalities. The opportunities are limitless, and it'll be a marvellous chance to visit places you've only heard about. The cities of Rome, Florence and Venice, Sicily. The remarkable ruins of Pompeii and Herculano, whose inhabitants were enveloped by the ashes and lava from Vesuvio, the sleeping volcano which forms the striking backdrop to Naples. The stunning Amalfi Coast with its beautiful old villages nestled amongst vineyards that hug every available piece of land. And there are the people themselves, the Neapolitans. Friendly, animated, surprising, infuriating, exasperating, with a way of life and an approach to life that you'll take time to adjust to. So when things don't go quite the way you would have expected, or happen in a way that you would not have believed possible, don't be surprised if you find yourself saying with a shrug and a smile, "Stiamo Napoli." This is Naples.